Alrighty, so we're going through the floor access today. We are starting here in the basement. This is the access by the front foundation wall. Back there we have an access room with the crawl space, and that wall there with the little part coming out the buttress there, that's where our 3-inch cleanout is. So I'm going to recommend that we try and make that accessible. It's preferred to have that access for that part of the line. Now luckily, this floor access is not just a normal suite, it is a T. So we will actually be able to go back into the house and check out more of that plumbing, but we'll see what branch of the plumbing that actually lets me go in and see here. We're going to go ahead and hop in, check out the outside, come back in, flip around, check out the inside. Alrighty, we've got our transition point at 7 feet. It is an ABS to PVC connection. It is aligned properly with great flow over the joint. No offsets, no visible leakage, and no root intrusions. And we have our city tab connection at 67 feet here. This last piece of plastic right here that my camera is at is called the collar. It is the last piece of your sewer line that you as a homeowner are responsible for. Even though that this is 67 feet out into the road and about 12 feet deep underneath the pavement, it is still your responsibility, which is why we take a close look at these guys, make sure there's no roots, no offsets, no leakage or damage at this point. Everything looks really good. So we're going to go ahead and actually pull back now that the water sort of died down, and we're going to check out the inside. Overall, this line is looking pretty gosh darn good so far. With PVC, you tend to get a bunch of roots. If the line is constructed properly, you should get 0 roots. So in exchange for that, having less roots, lower maintenance, PVC loves to hold on to your grease and oil, which is what we're seeing here on the walls. This will eventually build up to the point where it begins banking, and that will form channeling, where instead of having the full width of the pipe to flow down, the flow will instead be channeled around these banks, reducing the overall width of the pipe that the water and waste has to travel through the pipe. And for that reason, we recommend cleaning these out every 5 to 10 years. Particularly with a hydrojet, it's going to see your best results. At this point in time, I do not see enough grease or soap scum on the outside or the inside we have seen to justify a cleaning. But we're going to go ahead and, again, flip the camera around, check out the inside, see if we can get over towards that kitchen line, and see what's going on with the internal line. Alrighty, so here we appear to have a tie-in. What's on the right side of the screen right now is more than likely our tie-in for the kitchen line. We see a bunch of grease there, and then we push around the corner here. This should be heading up towards that utility room with the buttress where the 3-inch cleanout has been hidden. Again, we would like to see that made accessible, just so that maintenance can be done in the future from that point if need be. And here it is. And this is unfortunately the end of our journey, because we're not going to get too much further around this corner when going straight up. So overall, line looks pretty good. No recommendations for maintenance or repairs. Again, we would just like to request that clean out be made accessible for future maintenance and for emergency access, just in case something were to go wrong.